Something went wrong. Hopefully we can get you back on right now. Might have got a slow feed.
What happened? Hold on, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
All right, man, we're back.
I can hear Frank.
Yo.
Yeah, I think we are back.
That was
We're good.
crazy, man.
Hey,
We
All of
all
a sudden
back?
it went dark.
hey, yeah, that was good. That was a good conversation, man. So I mean okay. So before we end it, I wanted to give a shout out to local 213 for their cup trophy victory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to them. We'll see who wins the next time. Like I said, every 3 months, depending on volunteer hours, every 3 months at these delegate meetings, we have a cup trophy standoff, basically. So the local with the most volunteer hours or the most points, as we call it, they win a cup trophy. They get to, hang out with it, take it to job site, show it off, and be proud that they're volunteering and putting skin in their game in their local. More importantly, so that great program. If you guys don't know what the cup program is, jump on board on that. So, but yeah, I mean, George, if you have anything else, I mean, I think we got into a lot of good
I
stuff.
do. I want to know, what was your bread and butter when you were out in the field? Were you a tilt-up guy? Were you a bridge guy?
Well, actually,
Turkey?
like I told you, beforehand I was doing everything. And then what got me into this union was scaffolding. And I did that for about 5 years before I jumped in and moved on. But that's what got me here. And then, I got hurt and I came back. And then I went to go work for the apprenticeship. And I worked for the apprenticeship for about 13 and a half years. And then jumped over to became an agent, and totally do different jobs, and got to do so many different things. I did a lot of shoring. I did a lot of man. I swear, right after one of the earthquakes, man, the biggest project we ever had, at least not, I shouldn't say ever, but was just being able to, you know. I mean, you start dealing with some shoring and working with some engineers and being able to design some shit that's going to support a whole lot of weight. And we were blowing up bridges, to be able to build new bridges, when the Northbridge quake happened here in sunny Southern California. So I've had a pretty good run, but scaffolding is what got me into this organization, and then moved on from there. But yeah.
Nice.
Right. Well, one last thing that I wanted to ask is, who would you like us to bring on here in the future?
Say that again.
Who would you like to see me and Matt bring on in the future?
Shoot. I think you've hit all the leadership, right? So, if you can get like some heavy duty contractors, maybe because these are the guys that our membership works for. Hey, what do you expect out of a journey? What do you expect out of an apprentice? And be able to expand that, because I mean, are you running work right now, George or Matt?
No, I'm just a journey.
Don't
journeyman DPR.
say just. You're a journeyman. Hey, don't say just.
I'm a lead man at DPR. There you go.
Yeah, man, you're out there kicking butt, hey, kicking ass, you know. So it's not just a journeyman; it's where we're at, you know. But to be able to, if you had somebody solid, you know, that can give some words of advice, as you were asking, you know, what do you expect out of a 7-stage apprentice or you know a journeyman, you know, depending on the trade, you know, what is it that you're looking for, you know. If it's somebody that's a general superintendent, hey man, you know, you're thinking about bringing somebody on as a foreman. What do you look for? What are the traits? You know, and that's you know might be something that somebody could plug away on and say, hey, you know what? I never thought about it. You know what? That's what he's looking for. I do that shit every day. You know what? It could be me. You know, because I tell you what, really understanding, you know, the trade, you know, the 4 years in the apprenticeship just gives you the tools to be able to survive out there. But it's the other 48 weeks that you're sitting out there with your brothers and sisters, you know, banging away and learning from each other, you know, and what does it take and what's the culture, you know, that we have. And I'll tell you, having an opportunity to go to the different states, every state, every area, even in the same state has a different culture. You know, San Diego from LA from, you know, out in Bakersfield, you know, you go from Eastern Washington to Western Washington, you know, you go from 425 down to 360. I mean, it's every area has its own culture, you know. It's you go from Montana to Boise, you know, it's every town has its own, but how are we building that? How are we making sure that it's beneficial for each and every carpenter?
Correct.
So
Correct.
When do we
it's important.
get you back in Spokane?
That's coming, man.
Pack your coat.
Yeah, it's turning white out there, right?
It will be. It will be real soon. We're at about the 30-degree, or yeah, you know, it ain't. It's cold. It ain't too cold yet, though.
That's
Perfect work
right.
weather for us.
Yeah, I see some of the crews were up there in Montana, you know, knocking door to door right before the elections, and I seen some little some white stuff coming down. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh, it's.
you guys don't know about that.
I think it was melted by the time it
Oh,
hit, but hey, we've traveled in all of it, so. Oh, no, I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for having me on, man. It's been pretty fun.
No, we
thank you. Thank you.
appreciate you. Again, Vice President of the Western States Regional Council of Carpenters, Mr. Frank Zambrano, also known as Chala Tomale, because if you don't know what that means, it means hell motherfucking no.
It's
All right.
bitchin'
So,
badass. That's what that
Hey,
is.
man, bitch and badass. That's right.
hey, thank you for always inspiring us. When we go to these meetings, we're pumped, man. We come back and we hit the membership hard, and it's because people like you, people like Sean, people like EST. I mean, it trickles down, so we're learning. Thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate the time, man. You guys keep hitting it hard the way you are, and look forward to the next time.
Oh yeah,
Thanks.
yeah,
Thanks.
right,
Yeah.
Matt. You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Have a good weekend, you guys.
All right.
All right,
Good
you
stuff.
too,
Enjoy. Be
man.
safe.
All right, barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Have some chelas.